Hello, butterflies. Can you hear me? Can you hear? Hello, hello. Can you all hear me? Oh, nobody's talking. Can you hear me, people? Yay. Thank you. I was like, all right. Welcome, welcome. How are you, beautiful soul? We had a very strong energy update from the Schumann at resonance. I don't know if you've seen it, but we had a lot of very intense energy coming from all over the place. And I was wondering, how have you been feeling? If you have been feeling this energy coming in. Yes. It was very strange, very intense. I think it was very dark, but I also felt that my body was really happy to deal with it. Most of the blasted of energy that we are getting, especially if you check the Schumann resonance graphic, I heard from Ashley, Ashley, the girl that she speaks only about the Schumann resonance thing. She was saying that it has been manually created, like it has been literally created, probably from aliens or whatever. It made us anxious, not sleeping. This is what I've been doing too, anxiety and non-sleeping. But when I was doing my breathing work and my grounding work, I felt like it's here to teach us something. It's here to show us how to transmute that energy, because our body is a transmuting machine. It's just we are learning how to use it, and so in order to use it, we need to be put in the challenging situation of having to transmute shit, so your body learn how to do it. And essentially, by breathing it through and realizing that everything that hits you, so any energy that hits you, you can transmute it. And not only that, but we become aware of what energy come to us. So if before we spent most of our life not dealing with those layers of reality, now is the time to learn that, every time you go about your day, what you see is just one layer of this reality. There is an emotional layer, there is a thought layer, there is an energetical layer, so a sensory layer. So we are leaving the 3D. We are leaving the logical plane of existence. We are leaving this well, we are simply accustomed to deal only with material thing and what you see, And the more we move and we ascend, the more we understand that every single day, every single hour, you are dealing with a lot of layers. So I felt like it could die in any moment, like it could be the end. It was very intense. Yes, is a lesson, because we need to become aware of the fact that we are just the machine who transmutes this. So when you feel it, you become aware of it, and then you transmute it. Transmuting it is a process of an alchemical process that we do internally. So it can hit you in different way. You can start to feel anxiety, restless, or your mind can start to go really dark. So dark thoughts and dark feelings, like I'm about to die. And then once you become aware of them and you acknowledge them, then through breathing you can transmute them, and they literally dissolved. But this is something that you learn over time, so they have to hit us with those things so that we can become aware of our power. So if that makes sense, is a process that becomes easier and easier. It doesn't go worse than worse. When you understand that every time you think you are about to die, in reality, through breathing, you come back to center and actually you transmute the energy, then the following time when you feel you are anxious or you're about to die, your memory will just go back and be like, wait a minute, we can actually transmute this. So that's amazing. The reason what we can transmute things in many ways, we can transmute things through the breath, or we can command certain things to take a different form. So for example, for sensitive people, so for example, if you like you meet a person, and when you sit next to this person, you start to feel an energetical shift. Instead of panicking, you can just take a deep breath and command in your head that this person will not be able to touch or modify your energetical field, and you will find an instant release. Or for things as well, when you feel this anxiety or feel those sad, like intrusive thought or dark thought or panic or tachycardia, palpitation, whatever it is, you can take a deep breath and state only things for my highest good will be able to interact with me. I am responsible for my feelings and my state of being, so I command the energy to come back to balance. And literally, you are divine. Whatever you express, whatever you command or state with your head, it's automatically done. You are so powerful at the point that we forgot that everything that we speak will come into existence. So I do one-to-one session to help people to deal with these things, but I am creating a lot of Inside Timer audios. In case you are interested, you can find my link in the bio. But essentially, you need to become aware of your power, and the only way to become aware of your power is for you to go through those challenges. Otherwise, you will not know what the fuck you have to do. So welcome those feelings, welcome those ups and downs of energy, welcome those triggers, welcome those sensations, because you are literally being trained to your powers. You have the power to change energetically what you feel, to change energetically what's happening, literally in real time, like live. So um, so this is all for our training. And when you feel overwhelmed, when you feel it's too much, when you feel the day has been heavy, when you feel your mind is in a spiral of bad thought and it seems there is no way to get it out of there, move and go into nature. Put your fucking ass on the soil, put your feet on the soil, breathe, and understand that you are a sentient being. Like trees feel all the same thing that we feel. Trees are aware of those layers of existence and they get impacted by it the same way. But what they learn to do is that they cannot move. They have no choice. Either they transmute this shit or either they will die. So the trees are our teachers, and the trees are also really happy to receive our venting. When we vent, you know, when you call a friend and you're like, oh, blah 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 blah, you turn into, it's like the car, you know, when the car runs and the engine is releasing that darkness, because the car is transmuting. So the car is transmuting fuel in order to move forward, and we do the same. So we transmute shit in order to move forward. We transmute this gasoline, that in this case is our dark energy. We transmute it so we can move forward, but we have some we release some shit, like the car releasing the smog, and trees love that shit. And I know this sounds crazy, but it's like this. Think about the trees transmute the same, so they absorb anidride carbonica, which I don't know how you say that in English, but I know that you know what I'm talking about. And then they release oxygens for us, so they are transmuting the same thing. They take our toxins from our, when we breathe out, we are breathing out CO2, whatever, the carbonic thing, and they take it, they transmute it, and they release exactly carbon dioxide, and they release oxygen. So it's the same with energy. They love to take our dark energy. They love to take it, especially if you are a chosen one. They love to take your pain, your sadness, your venting, your releasing, and they will do amazing shit with it. Don't you worry. So if you can, instead of venting, it's okay to vent to a friend, but if sometime go and vent to a tree, give all your desperation and all your dark thought, just give it all to the tree, visualize it going into him, and it is gonna be it's gonna be amazing what you will feel energetically. You will literally feel so much lighter, and you will feel like somebody just did a shower or something to your energy. So, you know, we need to become aware of what tool to use inside. So the breathing, the commanding, using your thought to command things, and tools like trees and grounding and everything. Oh, hello, Chris. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I wanted to check in for the Schumann resonance, how you've been dealing with this energy, and giving you tips on how to deal with those. I also had my inner child being really crazy. Like, my inner child was just like screaming, I feel unsafe. I feel threatened. And it was trying to hold on to old patterns of behavior, old habits. My inner child was just like freaking out. And it was like, I need to smoke, I need to over binge eating, I need to, because it was like, oh God, what's happening? And, you know, I had to become very nourishing and very motherly, and caress myself and be like, no, you are okay, don't be afraid, it's all right, you're safe, you don't need to panic, you don't need to binge eat, you don't need to oversmoke, you just chill. And I needed to have complex conversation with my inner child, literally asking myself, like, what is wrong, what are you afraid of, what's happening, why are you panicking, why are you feeling insecure, why do you need to binge eat, why do you need to oversmoke, why are you so anxious? And my inner child was just like shaking and tell me, I don't feel secure, I don't feel safe, I'm afraid, I feel weird energy, I'm expecting the worst. And I literally had to just take so much time with my inner child and take it for walk and take it for ice cream and whatever the fuck my inner child wants to do, just to calm it down. Because when you evolve, when you move in a better state of yourself, the inner child will be threatened by changing. It will be threatened by unknown environment, unknown way of, like, different way of dealing with old problems, different reactions of old triggers. So you need to literally visualize yourself talking with your inner child and explaining things so that your inner child can calm down and chill and channel the energy in the right way. Because what happens is your inner child is really energized, so your inner child has energy to do things, but if you don't channel that energy to the right thing, then your inner child will start to channel that energy in bad habits, old habits, overeating, over smoking, overstimulate the phone, over, like a wild, spoiled child, essentially. My inner child is being active a lot. That's amazing, Clover. Yeah, run underneath the rain. That's beautiful. I let my inner child roll on the grass and get muddy and go for ice creams. Good morning. I'm cancer free now. Oh, celebration! But I'm doing the radiation. We send you so much love and light, beautiful Shayla. We are sending a lot of love for your cancer and your treatment. Yeah, the inner child is very destructive when it feels neglected, from the mother in you or the father in you. They go into tantrum, so they go into tantrum of behavior to get your attention. So yeah, inner child communication is really important. As much as, it freaks out, the inner child feels all those energy and it freaks out. It's like, what the fuck is happening to me? And that's why we need to use the breathing work, the meditation, the grounding in nature, affirmation, and using your voice to command, because we are gods. And I know many people want to burn me for this, but I don't give a shit. We are gods. We are gods in a sense that we are one. We are one with source energy of all. We are source energy. Everything that is alive is godly. Everything that is alive is godly. The wind is godly. The leaves are godly. Anything that is alive is God. Form is God manifestation. So when you understand that you are God manifestation, there is nothing to be afraid of. Is God afraid of something? Is God threatened by something? Is God anxious about something? No. What does God does? God have power. So when you realize the connection between what you speak, what you think, you are God. You are creating it all. And when you say to yourself, oh, I'm shy, you are God stating that you are shy, therefore you are. but it's not because you are. It's just you are choosing to be. So even when you are ill, when you say, oh, I've got HD, I've got arthritis, I've got fibromyalgia, I got PTSD, I've got this, I've got that, this is chronic. You are God stating that you have all of this. So when I coach in one-to-one session and I explain I had Hashimoto thyroid, immune disease, chronic. All the doctor told me that I would never be healed from it and I would have to take a pill forever, and I never believed them. And I used my God power to state and reinforce every day that I am healthy. I have got no chronic illness and I am perfectly able to heal myself. After 3 years, my disease disappeared, and the doctor looked at me saying, oh my God, this is a miracle, we don't know what happened. And I'm like, I know what happened, because I am God. So when you put a label on your forehead, you are doing that to yourself. So it's up to you recognizing the power you hold and nobody else. Anything that threatens you or you are fearful of, or anything that you label yourself with, deserve very much attention, because you create what you think. And I've got people that I coach that do this daily. Like, they call me and they say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm this and that. And it's like, perfect. You just, you are your own divinity. So if you tell me that you are this and that, there is not much I can do. I can teach you how to state something else so that you might become something else. And if that is the path that you choose, we have to break the energetical bond that you created with all the labels that you associate with yourself. If that makes sense. But, we all do those things. I do that too. Like, I called Bethany the other day and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I am a pain in the ass, I'm sure I drained you. And she had to call me, and she made that she told me off for like a little bit. She was like, Alice, you have to stop, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, I preach those things and yet I feel trapped of them. So I'm here to tell you, we are all in a learning process. We are all trying our best. But we have to remind these things to each other so that we can free each other from those things. Because we have been brainwashed in that way. We have been brainwashed on accepting label as a trendiness. What are you? One thing that made me laugh is when they say, how do you label yourself? How do you refer as yourself, as she or he or? And it makes me laugh because I am everything. So how can I bloody choose one reductive way to describe who I am? How can I? Or even when I hear woman, I am a mother, it's like, wait a minute. You are a mother, you are a warrior, you are a man, you are wisdom, you are a girl, you are sexual, you are sensual. What do you mean you are a man? If you try to reduct, if you try to use reductive terminology upon your divinity, you are basically saying to God or to source energy, you are the plants. And God will be offended. It's like, I am the fucking everything and nothing, my friend. I am the air, I am the plant, I am the humans, I am the cells, I am the stars, I am the sky. How can you tell me I am that? That is a fraction of me. So for you, my beautiful friend, is the same. You are not only a man, you are not only a husband, you are also a brother, a sister, a daughter, a woman. You are the earth, you are the sky, you are the plant, you are everything. Why you choose this reduction, labeling, picking? That's no good. You are too vast to be labeled. You are too big to be labeled. So just remember that, okay? And your powers are infinite. You can tap into so many powers. Let me move in the sun a little bit, because in the shadow, it's quite chilly. But the sun is moving very fast. Oi, oi, oi. Where shall we sit? Let's sit here. One sec. Oi, 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 oi. Sorry? We can have other skills, but it's simply man and woman. There is only man and woman. No, there is no even only. Oh, that man and woman is still reductive. I am both. I am both. I have a vagina, physical vagina, and I have an energetical penis, my friend. So even though I haven't got an actually meaty penis, I've got only an energetical one, I am still, and I have many past lives in which I was a man, so I'm not even that. And many men have an energetical vagina. So we are both. We are both inside and outside. And even when it's about your abilities, people will think in matter of skills. But you see, you have all the skills and none. So anything that you wish to learn is learnable. Anything that you wish to unlearn is unlearnable. And essentially, again, we can have all the skill or none. But on male outside, yeah, exactly, yeah, is our feminine and masculine energy. We have them both. And you know, all the challenges that we are facing right now in the planet Earth, they are here to show us our powers. So all the pain and the struggle, the fears that are emerging, or everything that is happening is literally going to push us to finally embody our divinity. Finally, we will all be ascended master, and finally, the earth will be heaven. So, yes, you see, the agreement or disagreement, people understand. I mean, people think that there is one absolute truth, but that is another lie. In this planet, we simply choose with who to resonate with. I mean, we don't even choose it. You just feel it with who you resonate. And that is all that matters. You will find people that resonate with you, and you will stick around the people which you resonate with. Other timelines our reality are still going on in this exact same earth. There are still plenty of people that are racist, for example, and they keep existing. I don't need to go against them. They are choosing their reality timeline. Their life is going to be filled with war and conflict and insulting each other and division. And my reality timeline is going to be very multicultural and very open. And so I don't need to go and tell them off. I will just let them be in their timeline, in their reality, with their people. And I will be with my people, people that are not racist, for example. Or whatever, you don't have to change what people do. You don't have to change them. You just have to tune into the right world, the one that you want to explore. But that's why all the polemics that, arise with TL Swan and people attacking Dispensa, TL Swan, people attacking Sadhguru. It's like, yes, you can spend your time like that if you want to, but essentially, if people do not resonate with you, just move and go with the people who resonate with you. If you spend your life criticizing people, it's just that is a timeline that you are choosing. You are choosing to be the criticizer instead of being the builder. Build your values, build your healing methods, then create your shit, right? With this now, I cannot even read what you're talking about, people. Oh, hello, Richard. Hello, everyone. Thank you for popping by. So, after this beautiful talk that we had about the energy shift and how to be centered and blah, 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 yada, 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 let me do some healing with you because the energy is just so good right now that, like, I don't know if you can feel it, but I'm radiating light like a bomb at this moment. So we should do some breathing exercise together and we can just allow this energy to flash from the bottom of your crown downwards and then from the feet upwards so that we can transmute some negativity, transmute some anxiety. So I think we're gonna do this right now. All right, people. So three, let's inhale, right? So 3, 2, 1, inhale with me. Hold it in and exhale. And in again. Hold it in and exhale. In and out. And repeat with me. I am centered. I am strong. I'm divine. I transmute any negativity to positivity. I love my vessel. I bless my body. I bless my mind. I am made for challenges. I reborn over and over again. And literally you can feel the energy shifting. Namaste. Did you feel the transmutation? If you had a little bit of bad thought, they just, you can imagine even the bad thought or like the stagnant energy in your body just get released through your out breath. And you can imagine as well your heart opening up to the peace, opening up to receive, opening up to new things, better things, opening up to like happiness and joy and abundance. I'm a seagull. There are seagulls here, like big time. But in here there are a lot of birds and butterfly and squirrel. There are some birds that have really peculiar noises. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you now. Enjoy the day, beautiful butterfly, and I hope I brought you a little bit of uplifted and new energy. And see you soon. Mwah. Ciao, ciao.